Right now, live at 5, batten down the hatches at Bentleyville. With some serious weather in the forecast, the holiday light display is shut down tonight. We'll show you what steps crews are taking to prevent damage to their decorations. Plus,
we tell you what you can do to stay warm in a storm when your power goes out.
And investing in education on the Iron Range. A look at several upgrades coming to local schools.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look over the city of Duluth, where dense fog and gusty winds are expected to cause some traffic hazards across the Twin Ports tonight and tomorrow. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Balke.
And I'm Briggs LaSavage. With that storm looming, CBS3's Dave Anderson joins us now right off the bat. Dave, what are you tracking tonight?
I'm tracking a very large Colorado low-pressure system that could be one of the deepest we've had in quite a while. And when you talk about a deep low, that means the pressure's awfully low. So it's got a lot of lift, could make a lot of rain, and a bit of snow as we go on through the night. In fact, we're facing just a slew of advisories here through about noon tomorrow. Let's start over towards the west in the pink there, up towards the international border, winter storm warning. 3 to 6 inches of snow could fall in that part of the world. For much of the rest of the Iron Range towards the North Shore, winter weather advisory in effect until noon tomorrow. 1 to 3 inches of snow possible there. A good chunk of the rest of the area covered by a high wind warning. Indeed, winds could be sustained 40 miles per hour through about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning and gusting even higher than that. So we have to batten down the hatches there. And over the lake, the purple indicates a straight-up storm warning for folks in that neck of the woods. If you're a mariner, you'd have to worry about that. Winds are expected to be even higher than 40 miles per hour there. Could be hurricane strength, frankly. And that has happened around here before. Superior, for example, in May 1950 had strong enough winds to be considered a hurricane. Here's the latest Doppler map that shows our low is still working up towards us, and the lighter rains we've had today are still with us. The real action's still in Iowa, so it may take a few more hours before it gets to us. But the odds for it getting to us, 90% here tonight. And then the cold front with this low cuts in, drops our overnight low temp to 15, and colder air continuing to come in on Thursday means we'll stay around 15. This will usher in a cool down. Today's warm temps a memory by tomorrow. Morning snow possible. How much? I'll show you a chart on that and how much rain we could get coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Well, we know this storm has the potential to be historic.
Yeah, it sure does. And CBS3's meteorologist Bo Fogel joins us now to break down how it compares to past storms we've seen.
Yes, we have been talking about this system for the last several days because it's going to bring severe weather into our area. Normally, severe weather happens down into Mississippi, Alabama in terms of strong winds, and then the tornado aspect is the same area. So severe weather is not uncommon during this time of year, but the fact that it's happening so far north from where the normal times should be is the fact that we are keeping an eye on the system. We have a moderate risk for severe weather all the way down to Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. And the thing is, this is the first time this has ever happened. The first moderate risk issued in December for Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa. And then for December, Minnesota has never seen a tornado reported. So the fact that this system could create some tornadoes for southern Minnesota is a reason why we're focusing on this. And the last reported tornado in Wisconsin was over 50 years ago. 1970 was the last recorded tornado in Wisconsin during December. And then for the National Weather Service here in Duluth, it hasn't issued a severe thunderstorm warning in December since several years ago. So that's why we're keeping an eye on this. Record highs are in the upper 40s, and the temperatures were very close to it. A lot of towns probably saw the records broke, and these records were made back in 2018, and for Duluth, 1877. So temperatures, severe weather, precipitation could also be broken. We could see over an inch of rain. We're going to see this system continue on moving to the northeast, and these are isobars. These measure pressure. So the fact that these pressure gradients are so tight is the reason why we could see strong winds gusting up to about 80 miles per hour. So you can see the watches and warnings stretch all the way down into New Mexico. High wind warning for a lot of folks. Close to 90 million could be affected by the system. And this is only the Midwest. It does not include the Northeast. So make sure you stay alert on the latest forecast. Briggs and Kristen, back to you.
Thanks, Bo. And with those stormy conditions on the way, power crews are on standby in case outages happen here in the Northland.
But when the winds pick up and the power goes down, what can you do to keep safe during an outage, especially with those colder temps later this week?
CBS 3's Quinn Gorham explains how to stay safe when the lights go out.
During a storm, it can be easy to cozy up near the heater, turn on the TV, and ignore the chaos outside. But when the lights turn off, what can you do to stay safe and avoid a dangerous situation? Duluth Fire's Chief of Life Safety, John Otis, says it's important to conserve heat wherever you can. Generally, that's safer than creating heat with a candle or fire indoors or by using your stove. Gas heating can also create a carbon monoxide hazard. So what can you do when you find yourself in the dark with no source of warmth? Otis says the best way to make sure you stay warm safely is to prepare for those storms before they happen.
If you know where everything is and that you know your supplies are ready to go, you're going to have a better outcome when something happens. You're not going to panic, and you're going to be able to tough out that short period of time you're without power.
Minnesota power leaders say their goal is to repair winter outages as quickly and efficiently as possible. Otis says in the event of a storm, you should try your best to stay calm. In most cases, he says, it's temporary, and eventually, the lights will come back on.
All right, thank you, Quinn. Both Minnesota Power and the Duluth Fire Department say if you see a downed wire, don't go near it and report it to the authorities. Coming up tonight at 6, we hear from Minnesota Power about how they prepare for outages in the winter. Meanwhile, here's a live look at the aerial lift bridge tonight. Because of the strong winds and high waves expected on Lake Superior, many ships plan to stay in the port until the storm moves through. Lake Carriers Association experts say a ship's captain has the final say on whether they depart, but they work with the company and the National Weather Service to make that decision. If a ship is out on the lake and they can't make it to port on time, it will anchor in a predetermined refuge area where they can ride out the storm.
In preparation for tonight's winter storm, Bentleyville has closed the tour of lights for the evening. CBS 3's Rob Cole spoke with its founder today and joins us from Bayfront Park. Rob, gusty winds are not exactly a good thing for a light display. What are you seeing out there so far tonight?
Well, it's a rare sight this time of year. Darkness here at Bayfront Park. Bentleyville is closed so volunteers can prepare for inclement weather. Now, in terms of inclement weather right now, we're mainly seeing fog, but it's the wind that has Bentleyville's founder, Nathan Bentley, really worried. Now, so far, the light displays are bolted to these large cement barrels to keep them safe from the wind. Volunteers are also turning down banners and taking down signs like this one that you see over here. Now, the idea is to take down, lower anything that can catch the wind. But some say that even that won't be enough for the wind that's coming off of Lake Superior. Now, it's not the first time the Tour of Lights has had to battle the weather. Here's a look at video from last year when a winter storm caused Bentleyville to close for 2 nights in a row over Christmas. Organizers say that for that storm, it was both the wind and snow that caused the closure. Volunteers say they're doing more to prepare for tonight before the wind rolls in. Nathan Bentley says they've already lost some displays to wind so far this season.
Displays are very, very expensive displays. We invest about $300,000 every year into new displays and stuff. And about 2 weeks ago, we had already lost a $10,000 walk-through house down by our fire pit area.
Now, if everything goes according to plan, Bentley hopes to reopen the holiday light display tomorrow at 5, and they plan to reevaluate as the weather moves through the region. We will be out here following the storm, and we'll keep you updated on how Bentleyville fares. We'll also have more on that tonight at 10, and we'll also have some of that on our website, too.
All right, we're looking forward to hearing from you again. Stay safe out there, Rob. Thank you.
Still to come on Live at 5, many new opportunities for education are coming to the Iron Range, including in Evelyn. Details as we take you around the Northland after the break.
CBS 3 News is brought to you by Villa Marina Health and Rehabilitation Center.
I'm telling you, you should open a business.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
I've got an idea.
I hope you like it.
I love it. Just one question. What's that?
It's a chair. New plan. You make the furniture, I make the ideas, NBC makes them happen.
That was always the plan.
Bring us your best ideas. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
Reliable starts here at Interstate Battery in Superior, Wisconsin. Shop our wide variety of car, AAA, phone, key, and sealed lead-acid batteries. Find the right battery right away with the help of our expert staff. Visit us today at 426 John Avenue in Superior.
As the helpful hardware folks in your neighborhood, Ace Hardware has everything you need to prepare for the changing seasons. From rakes for fall leaves to shovels and snowblowers for that first snowfall. Grilling season never ends here at Ace. We have a variety of high-quality grills and smokers like Traeger and the Big Green Egg, which are perfect for your holiday ham or turkey. For household projects, you'll always find a wide selection of paint, tools, and everything else you need to get the job done. Locally owned Miners Ace Hardware, located in Superior, off the Bong Bridge, next to Super One Foods.
Critics are raving over first-time Duluth author Nick Campanella's Path of Affliction, a fast-paced, gritty thriller set in Duluth. Sears the consequences of crime in your mind. A great read or gift. Order online at Amazon, Target, or Barnes & Noble.
Heart attacks and strokes happen, even in the midst of COVID-19, and at least one will occur while you're watching this. Heart attacks and strokes are medical emergencies. If you experience symptoms of a heart attack or stroke, do not delay seeking care. Call 911 immediately. Hospitals are prepared and can safely treat you. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus to learn more.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Virginia tonight, where widespread dense fog has settled in throughout the day today. Dave will be in with this week's full forecast and more on this incoming storm in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region.
ECFE programs in Hibbing are expanding next school year, and a large grant could help fund a potential new school in Nashwauk. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start off tonight in Eveleth, Minnesota, where construction is nearly complete on a new $34 million elementary school. Laurentian Elementary is part of several construction projects within the new Rock Ridge Public School District. The new elementary building is 89,000 square feet and will serve pre-K through 6th grade students. The building is expected to open to students next fall, and we'll have a link to the project updates on our website. And next we head over to Hibbing, where they are also seeing new programs on the way for even the youngest of learners. Changes for Hibbing Early Childhood Family Education next fall include moving to their new Early Learning Center in Washington Elementary School and expanding current programs. They will be starting a pilot 3-year preschool program and extending the Ready, Set, Go preschool program to 4 or 5 days a week. Registration for next school year will start in the spring. And we wrap up tonight in Nashwauk, where yesterday the IRRB approved $18 million to support construction of a new K-12 school for District 319. Last month, the Nashwauk-Keewatin School Board approved bringing a referendum vote to the community. That vote will be held in early February. The referendum also includes voting on an adjacent community wellness center. The IRRB approved more than $34 million in economic funding last night. We'll have a link to where the rest of that money is going on our website. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city.
All right, thanks, Briggs. Still to come on Live at 5, a boost in aid is coming to Minnesotans who need help keeping the heat on. More on who this money helps and how you can apply in just a few minutes.
Big Colorado low coming our way, led with the warm front. Sent our temperature up to 41 degrees for a high today. Still, the old record of 48 from 1877 will hold on. But what the warm front brought, a cold front later tonight will take it, and we'll go towards windy and snowy conditions. So thunderstorms this evening, snow overnight, big high winds for how long? I'll show you and tell you right after our break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
It's a new day, things are gonna change. It's a new day, things are gonna change.
year, our hearty and homestyle menu is back, starting at just $8.99. Enjoy our classic pot roast dinner, pot roast stroganoff, fajita breakfast quesadilla, and more. And treat the family to a delicious fresh-baked pie from Perkins Holiday Bake Shop. Take one home or order online at perkinstogo.com.
We've got new information now explaining why.
Why should ordinary Americans care what's happening here in Ukraine?
Deep divisions remain.
Elizabeth, why did they kick you out?
They are expecting public unrest.
Why are they releasing these videos now?
Police are pushing us back.
We found one hell of a story of survival.
That's why you have to do your own research to get to the truth.
Colorado low coming to call will bring upwards of a 90% chance for a rain-snow mix. I'll talk about how much rain and how much snow coming up tonight at 6.
Stay connected to live local CBS3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories. Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app. Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
For a few days indeed, we've been eyeing up the advance of a Colorado low-pressure system. Of the zones where low-pressure systems brew up in the U.S., the Colorado ones usually pack a decent punch. They've got a good source of moisture coming up out of the Gulf of Mexico, and when they come our way, they dump a lot of precip on us. And that could happen tonight in the form of thunderstorms and thunder snow this evening. After midnight, cool enough temperatures shift in to shift things over to a bit of snow. And then that stiff wind will really start to pick up at least through the noon hour on Thursday. And once this big low pressure system leaves by Friday, well, the cool down will come. Warmer temperatures in the 40s like today's will disappear as early as tomorrow and stick with us through the weekend. I'll talk about the temperature timeline and show how much precip we could get in the form of rain first and then snow after this quick look at our current conditions. 100% relative humidity. That's why we're looking at the dense fog around much of the area. But when the winds pick up, that's going to blow away. Dense fog usually can't linger when the winds get fairly high. They're fairly calm right now, southeasterly 7 miles per hour, but through tomorrow could eventually kick up towards 40. Air pressure is already low at 995 millibars. And this is a really deep low pressure system, meaning the pressure is going to be awfully low. Some folks think we could set records with that as well. All right, let's talk about today's high temperatures. In Michigan, they ran from 47 to 51. In Wisconsin, they went from 41 in Superior to 50 down towards Hayward and Solon Springs. And in Minnesota, well, around 40 actually, for Hibbing to 50 down towards Moose Lake. Everybody warmer than normal. The normal's only 25. Tomorrow, we fall back to cooler than normal thanks to the cold front portion of our low pressure system. So now we take a look at our Doppler map for the area. And right now what we have in place is clouds and a little bit of light drizzle as that low pressure system pushes towards us. It hasn't been too much, but that's because the main body of the low is still well down towards our south. It's in Nebraska right now. That's where the Colorado low is at the moment, backed up by an Alberta Clipper. So the two, the big one and the little one, are combining to give us a 90% chance for precip here tonight. And again, tonight, rain, showers, and thunderstorms are very possible till about midnight. Then after midnight, thunder, snow comes to call as the two low pressure systems work through our region. And once they get past the area and higher pressure filters back in on the backside, cold, dense air will kick up those winds, like I've been thinking, to at least 40 miles per hour. So how much precip? It looks to be pretty juicy as Gulf of Mexico moisture gets worked into the area. The rain forecast is running about a ½ inch to even an inch and a half around much of our region. And then when we shift things over to snow, well, folks on the Iron Ranges up towards border country could run about 3 to 6 inches there. The rest of us a lot lighter, about 1 to 3 inches possible. And then we get a chance to perhaps do some shoveling on Friday when it calms down and cools down. Tonight it'll cool down too after midnight thanks to that cold front. Minnesota lows 10, inland 20 by the lake, 90% rain chance, eventually becoming a rain-snow chance. Michigan and Wisconsin, low temps there 18 to 21 with a 90% chance for a little bit of rain or a lot of rain. 28 will be the warm spot in the UP. Tomorrow, daytime highs then, only 15 to 20 for Wisconsin and Michigan. Some towns may have afternoon highs lower than the morning lows. Go figure. 30% chance for snow in the morning and wind. 30% chance for Minnesota as well. Highs only 7 International Falls, maybe 20 by the lake. So will things warm up as the week unfolds? Really not much, no. Temperatures will stay cooler than normal all the way through next Wednesday. Overnight low temps will go about 0 to maybe 10 above. But the wild action of thunder snow like tonight does disappear fairly rapidly by tomorrow afternoon. So we'll go from warm and wild to cooler and calmer by the weekend.
Well, what a ride, huh?
It's a ride we Northlanders have taken before and likely will take again. So put the seatbelt on, batten down the hatches, all the cliches, and we'll get through it like we always do.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Buckle up. Thanks, Dave.
More help is coming to Minnesotans as the cost of heating homes continues to rise. The Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program got a boost in funding thanks to the American Rescue Plan. The program offers grants to veterans, seniors, and families to help pay for heating costs when the temperature drops. Senator Tina Smith was a major proponent to the program's funding boost and is urging all eligible Minnesotans to sign up.
Somewhere in the neighborhood of about 40,000 Minnesotans have used this program in the past, but many more folks qualify for it, and they're either just not aware of it or they haven't found out about it.
To find out if you're eligible for heating assistance, Smith says to type Minnesota Heating Assistance in your search engine, and you can find all the information on the Minnesota Department of Commerce's website.
An annual local toy drive is aiming to put a smile on every kid's face this holiday season. The Make Every Child Smile toy distribution event will be held this Sunday in Duluth. The donation drive helps families in need pick out toys and gifts for the holidays. This year's pickup location will be held at the Shake It on Grand Avenue. 58th Avenue will be blocked off to traffic so families can park and volunteers can bring them gifts. Volunteer Derek Medved says especially during the ongoing pandemic, it's important to help your community any way you can.
A lot of families are struggling, and so now is the time to really step up how we can and make it the best holiday possible.
Organizer Mike Letica told us today that toy donations are down significantly from where they usually are. Donations can be made through this Saturday. We have more information on our website.
It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Animal Allies right here in Duluth.
Yeah, this is Dill. She is a 10-year-old mixed breed who's looking for a fun-loving home. Don't let her age fool you, though. Our friends at the shelter tell us she is an energetic dog who loves to run and play, and equally as much, she loves to snuggle with her people, too.
Is Dill the name of a rugrat or something? Or what am I thinking of?
Dill and Lil.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay.
Dill Pickles, maybe.
Dill Pickles.
Tommy Pickles.
Right? Okay.
That's your Rugrats connection. A roundabout way.
It was taking me back. Well, if you would like to set up an appointment to adopt Dill, you can call the number on your screen.
Oh, still to come, a COVID clinic in Superior is on the move, where you can go to get your booster coming up next.
Don't be fooled. Not all internet is created equal. At Mediacom, we have an incredibly advanced fiber-rich network. We don't just advertise fast speeds, we're proven to over-deliver on them. So you get more than what you pay for. And unlike many providers, we have hundreds of people who constantly monitor our network to keep you connected and protected. So let's talk. Switch to Extreme Internet 100 for only $34.99 a month for a year. Call us today at 844-EXTREME2.
Menards Enchanted Forest has been a Christmas tradition for over 60 years. We invite the whole family to come take a stroll and find everything you need to deck the halls. Find that perfect tree to display your ornaments, ribbons, garland, and tree toppers. Create a warm and cozy space with decorative accents and hanging decor. Find it all at Menards Enchanted Forest.
Mom, I'm here. Mom, where are you? Help. Mom?
Without emergency protection, you risk your life. But with Life Alert, one press of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-458-9565. That's 1-800-458-9565. Call now, 1-800-458-9565. For a free brochure, call 1-800-458-9565.
Merry Christmas from the Garland City of the North, Ashland. Shop local, shop often, shop Ashland. Enjoy the magic of giving this Christmas season when you shop in Ashland, filled with fabulous gift ideas and selection. Travel around the lake and through the tunnel where Christmas shopping will find you merry. With extended shopping hours and gifts for everyone in every store, you will complete your shopping list. The Ashland Chamber wishes you a very Merry Christmas.
Hi, Russell Nicolay, Nicolay Law Office. If you've been seriously injured, we can help. For the last 14 years, my office has been helping folks like you and holding insurance companies accountable. My award-winning legal team can help you and your family. Remember, if you've been injured, get Nicolay. We win or you don't pay.
Now at Arrowhead Supply, give $50 or more to charity and receive $400 off stressless Mayfair recliners and office chairs. $200 off any stressless recliner and office chair, and $200 off each stressless sofa seat. Don't wait. It's time for stressless. Donate and save at Arrowhead Supply in Duluth.
When you watch CBS3, you get up-to-date team coverage. Online, on your phone, and on the air.
6 o'clock this evening as we enter the overnight hour.
Right down to your neighborhood. For local weather coverage you can trust, tune to CBS3. Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
A COVID vaccine clinic in Superior is moving locations next week. The clinic is currently housed at the University of Wisconsin-Superior's Yellow Jacket Union, but starting next Tuesday, it's moving to the Conference Center at Northwood Technical College's Superior campus. The clinic will be closed Sundays and Mondays. Organizers say the new space is larger and more flexible. UW Superior will continue hosting a free COVID-19 testing site in the Markovich Wellness Center. You can find more details about that and the vaccine clinic on our website.
Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin pleaded guilty to federal charges of violating George Floyd's civil rights. Chauvin's plea means he will not face a federal trial in January, though he could end up spending more years behind bars. He was convicted this spring of state murder and manslaughter charges for pinning his knee against Floyd's neck in May of 2020. Chauvin was sentenced to 22.5 years in that case. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Villa Marina Health and Rehabilitation Center is a beautiful one-level facility in Superior, Wisconsin, with 24-hour skilled nursing care. With a 5-star rating by Medicare, you can expect high-quality care. We offer a variety of services, including restorative care after a hospital stay, intensive rehabilitative therapy care after surgery, or long-term care for those who are no longer able to handle the necessities of daily life on their own. To learn more, call or visit Villa Marina Health Center in Superior.
It's here. Our hearty and homestyle menu is back, starting at just $8.99. Enjoy our classic pot roast dinner, pot roast stroganoff, fajita breakfast quesadilla, and more. And treat the family to a delicious fresh-baked pie from Perkins Holiday Bake Shop. Take one home or order online at perkinstogo.com.
The holiday season has arrived, and so has the Get Holiday Ready sales event at your Ford dealer. Inventory is arriving daily, so it's the best time to buy a Ford F-Series. Get a Ford F-150 with 0 for $60, plus get $500 in retail bonus cash. It's time to get holiday ready with Ford. Get a Ford F-150 with 0 for $60 and $500 retail bonus cash, plus complimentary maintenance when you sign up for Ford Pass Rewards. See your Ford dealer today.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me.
Our our exclusive access to the presidential platform. We will witness yet another moment in history.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
Stay connected to live local CBS3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Wednesday evening as storms are going to reach the region later tonight.
Yeah, Dave, certainly kind of a smorgasbord of weather events happening throughout the night tonight.
Yeah, right now the severe weather's happening in Iowa, but give it a few hours to get up here to our neck of the woods, and it'll be several forms. First rain, perhaps heavy rain, then light to moderate snow, followed by high winds. So we take a look at all the advisories we face overnight here tonight. Winter storm warning goes on for border country through 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Winter weather advisory for the rest of the Minnesota Arrowhead until noon. The rest of our region looking at a high wind warning through 9 o'clock on Thursday morning. That's where the winds could be going up towards 40 miles per hour. Again, looking at the Doppler and satellite map, we see a line of severe weather right now in Iowa. There is a chance we'll get December thunderstorms tonight and even thunderstorm overnight with thunder snow. So watch out.
That's your news at 5.
We'll see you at 6.